You would be hard-pressed to find an NBA player making a bigger impact for his new team than Buddy Hield is making with the Golden State Warriors. Now, I know it's only 2 games, but my man is lighting the Nets on fire and has an NBA PER of over 50. The average is 15. This is a legit example of the Warriors being light years ahead with this Buddy Hield signing. So let's talk about that in today's video. I want to go through an article from Caleb Champion with NBA.com, and then I'm going to offer some of my own thoughts as well. So for Buddy Hield, he has led the Warriors in points at 49 total points and made 3-pointers at 12 in his first 2 games with the franchise. And the Warriors have won both games by a combined margin of 77 points. That's the largest margin of victory to begin a season in NBA history. Hield has thrived coming off the bench, leading the Warriors to have the highest scoring bench through 2 games in league history. No Warriors reserve in franchise history has scored more points than Hield through their first 2 games with the team, and his 12 3-pointers in that span are also a team record. The 6'4" guard was brought in from the Sixers this offseason and has made the most threes in the league since the 2019-2020 season, with over 1,300 3-point makes, and that has moved him to 21st on the NBA's all-time made 3-pointers list with his most recent game. Hield hit 6 3-pointers and scored 24 points in the first half in the Warriors' 41-point win over the Utah Jazz, marking the highest scoring first half of his career. Hield has noted that playing in this free-flowing Warriors offense has given him the best scoring opportunities that he's had since his college days at the University of Oklahoma. Hield led Oklahoma to the Final Four in his senior year, and he also led the NCAA in made 3-pointers, and he won the Wooden Award for the best player in college basketball. That helped him to become a top 10 pick in the draft later that summer. Coming into this season, though, Hield was eager to help the Warriors return to the playoffs, noting that when you have guys like Steph and Draymond and a coach like Steve Kerr, that the team is always in championship mode and something special can happen. Buddy was adamant that he didn't care about starting or coming off the bench, but he just wanted an opportunity to contribute. And that's something that had been lacking last season during his time with the Pacers and his trade to the Sixers. And you may remember there was some controversy about why the Sixers weren't playing Buddy Hield, because this is the guy who can stretch the floor. He's got a lot of talent. He's got a lot left in the tank. And I think he's showing with the Warriors that those criticisms are actually valid, because the guy is showing he's one of the best shooters in the league and one of the best bench pieces in the league too that any team would love to have. Steve Kerr even said, Buddy brings so much energy to the floor. He runs so hard in both directions. He sets the tone. What he brings to the team goes way beyond his shooting. And that's massive in and of itself, but he's one of the best shooters in the league. For the preseason, Hield had a team-high plus-minus of 12.2, and through the 2 regular season games, he tied with Steph Curry for the second-best mark of plus 22. That only trailed Brandon Podziemski, who's been another stellar piece coming off the bench. This Hield and Podziemski bench backcourt is something to behold. 2 players who can shoot it, 2 players with high basketball IQs, 2 players who can keep the ball moving and find the open man. I love to see it. But Hield hasn't just been a piece in the offense. He's been the most productive offensive player, helping the team overcome early deficits and allowing Steph to play fewer than 30 minutes in consecutive games to start the season for the first time in his career. We're seeing early that this Warriors team is deep. They also have Kevon Looney coming off the bench. New guys Kyle Anderson and DeAnthony Melton have a lot of skill as well. Then Moses Moody is primed for a breakout season. The Warriors are rolling like 10 or 12 deep, so the rest of the Western Conference and the rest of the NBA needs to take notice of just how solid this team is. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think of Buddy Hield and this Warriors team. What do you see Buddy averaging for the year? I think if he keeps this up, he could not only be 6th man of the year easily, but maybe even an all-star for the Western Conference. Since you've watched this far, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and hit that subscribe button too so you never miss another NBA video from me. Speaking of guys making an impact on their team, Yuki Kawamura is the shortest player in the NBA and is a recent signee of the Memphis Grizzlies. This guy is lighting it up. People all over the world are recognizing just how talented this guy is. I did a whole video about him. Make sure you check that out. Let me know what you think. Don't be a casual in basketball or in life, and I'll see you next time on the Half Court Report.